Hello, I'm Larry Wood, I'm the Green Winer, and I'm standing here in front of the wines at Bunker Hill Vineyard Winery in Duet, Florida. What I want to talk about today are grape wines. And on this shelf right here, these are all the grape wines that are currently available. I'm going to start at this end, work our way down. This is our white wine. It's called the Forest Keeper. Skip this one for 1 second. This is your Foxy Red, or our Foxy Red. When we harvest during the summer, we take the ripest of the red and the white, go into the same bucket, whole fresh grapes, and this is what you end up with a year down the road is the fill blend, because all of our wines age at least a year before they're considered for bottling. And then you get over to this subjective rosé. Now that's the length of time that the skins are part of the fermentation process. And then you have two natural rosés down here, the Le Robber and the Country Cat. All of them beautiful wines. Now these are the #1 grapes in the world today. Come on, let's sit down here at the table and have a seat, and I'll pour you a glass. The first one I want to start with is the Forest Keeper, this one right here. Now whites and rosés are my favorites. I'm going to pour this into the glass so you can see it and smell the wonderful aroma of this particular wine. See, it's kind of a golden color. The next one we have is the fill blend. Remember, this is the 2 grapes. I'm going to pour this one into the second glass, just like this. Almost a brandy color to it. Now the third one I'm going to pour in is going to be the Foxy Red. That's this one right here. Now remember, this one, the red wine, and the first one, the Forest Keeper, those are the 2 grapes that make this one. So when we harvest during the summer, ripest grape here, into the same bucket makes this wine right here. Then we're going to do, the next one we're going to do is a subjective rosé. That's this one right here. That's this one. And a beautiful color again. This is a subjective rosé. The length of time that the skins are part of the fermentation process, that gives you this particular wine here. Now you only find subjective rosés at real wineries, not factories. Now this one over here, this is the Le Robber. This is a natural rosé to give you the color of this one. This is a natural. You're always going to get a rosé color because the color of real wines come from the skins of the fruit, and there's not enough pigmentation in these two to give you anything other than a beautiful rosé color. They'll have a little different taste, but they will all have a little different color. So that's the 2 natural rosés right there. And on the very end over here, I'm not pouring because they're not quite cold enough, but these are your sparkling wines, both grape wines made from these same grapes here. There's actually a red sparkling and a white sparkling. They're made exactly the same way that sparkling wines are made in Europe. It's fermented secondarily in the bottle. Now, these wines and these grapes that you see in front of you, they are made from the #1 grape in the world today. The #1. If you haven't heard of this grape, you will. The grape that makes these beautiful wines is called the muscadine grape. This grape has 40 times the antioxidants, 7 times the resveratrol, more than any grape on the entire planet. And guess what country it's native to? It's native to America. This is an American original. It's from our country. It is not from somewhere else on the planet. It's an American original, and it comes in, they're all different varietals. We grow 7 varieties here. If you were in another part of America, it grows in the south portion of America, by the way. But this is an absolutely beautiful wine, and this is the wine that we should be relishing wherever we go. Now, I'm going to take a little sip of the white because I told you this is my favorite. I just have to. I can't resist myself. Folks, you got to come and try it. This is just an amazing stuff. Now, if you come to Bunker Hill, you can sample these wines. They're all unfiltered wines, by the way. On the label of every one it says unfiltered. That means that nothing has been taken out of the wines, so nothing has been added back to the wines. There is no, I repeat, there is no, 0 hints, notes, flavors, aromas, characteristics added back to these wines. Nothing. because nothing has to be added back. What you're going to taste here, you're going to taste the fruit itself, not something that's been added back to your wines. So, if you want a fantastic experience, if you want to enjoy some real American wines, you have to come here. This is what it's all about. This is the kind of wines that we should be expecting always 100% of the time. So, please visit our website. Our website is www.bunkerhillvineyard.com. Again, that's www.bunkerhillvineyard.com. Until next time, salute and happy days. I'm the Green Winer, signing off.